Hi, and welcome to another exciting episode of Student DV. My name is Aaliyah Evans, and I will be your host today for this episode all about cooking. So grab your apron and wash your hands, because Student DV starts now. First, we have a news story about the Junior Chef program at Herman Leimbach Elementary. Let's see what student producer Joyce Jackson has to tell us.
My video is about teaching other people what Junior Chef is about and what we do. The instructor teaches us how to make meals and what's the proper terms to call the cutting. I hope people, after they watch our video, they learn how to cook properly. Hi, our names are
Marley,
Tasia,
and Joyce. Today we'll be talking about Junior Chef. Junior Chef assemblies are for 6th graders at our school. There are 3 assemblies throughout the year. At Junior Chef, students learn how to cook and use kitchen utensils. They also learn which foods are healthy and not healthy.
First, the students put on plastic aprons and wash their hands. Next, students sit with their groups and review some of the culinary vocabulary.
Mise en place. Mise en place. Can you say that for me? Let's try that once more. Can you say that for me? Mise en place. Everything in its place. So when I'm ready to cook, I have everything ready for me. Now.
students then measure their ingredients and start to add them together. Each table has their own instructor to guide them as they go step by step putting together their food.
Students also learn how to cut vegetables properly and safely and learn knife safety. Students enjoy the experience and learn many things from it.
Today we're going to be making a Mediterranean chicken pita.
What do you enjoy about Junior Chef?
I like how to learn the knife skills and learning to cook different foods.
Do you enjoy Junior Chef?
Yes, I do very much.
Students learn to cooperate with their people and be accurate in their measurements as they create their food.
Finally, students get to eat their food. Mrs. Arnold gives an explanation of what Junior Chef is and how she feels about the program.
Hello, my name is Alyssa, and your name is?
Amanda Arnold.
What is Junior Chef?
Junior Chef is a kids culinary program. So we teach kids 10 to 15 years old how to cook.
That's amazing. What do you enjoy about teaching the students?
Oh, what do I enjoy? Well, I like the idea that the kids can go home and get in their own kitchens and do things for themselves at home.
What do you enjoy about making food with other kids?
Well, it's especially pleasing when the kids like what they make. So I really enjoy it when kids like what they make.
Why do you do Junior Chef?
Well, I feel very strongly that kids need to learn how to eat healthy and how to cook for themselves. So it's my way of giving back and making sure that the next generation knows how to do what their previous generations hopefully did.
All that food is making me hungry. Good thing we have some more junior chefs coming our way with new recipes in store. Next, we have Stephanie and Leona here to teach us about making French toast. Let's get cooking.
The video is about how to cook and how to have fun with it and to make something great.
We showed them the ingredients we had to use, and then we showed them how to make them. Like, we recorded us making them in the stove and everything.
For breakfast, we had French food. So for lunch, I think I'll have Mexican. Who says you can only have tacos on Tuesday? Daniel Sierra is going to prepare some tacos for us.
Today I will be showing you how to make carne asada tacos. First you'll need your carne asada, seasoning of your choice, corn tortillas, lime, cilantro, onions, and salsa. So the first step is to season your meat. Now do the same to the other side. Moving on to the stove now. Turn on your stove and turn it on to medium heat. Next, get your meat. Put it on the stove. While the meat is cooking, get your cilantro and chop it up. Then go like this. Alright, after a few minutes, flip your meat. Now wait a few more minutes until your meat is cooked. While your meat is cooking, get your onion, cut a piece out, then chop it to little pieces. When your meat's about done, get your tortillas and put them on the backside of your grill. Alright, now that your meat and tortillas are ready, transfer them over to your cutting board. Now that your meat is at the cutting board, chop it into little pieces. Now that everything's ready, get some of your meat, put it on the tortilla, add some cilantro and onions. Some salsa. A couple drops of lime. My name is Daniel Sierra, and I hope you enjoy your carne asada tacos.
For dinner, I think I'll have a hamburger with cheese. Make that double cheese with fries on the side. What? No fries? All right then, I'll just take a cheeseburger. Chef James King is going to show us how it's done.
Hi, my name is James, and I'm going to show you how to make a cheeseburger.
Before we start cooking, we must make sure to wash our hands. Now we will open the meat from the package. Next, we need to form the patties.
Now we're going to season the patties, but first, you must wash your hands again.
Put salt, garlic powder, and pepper on all the patties.
Now do the same thing to the other side of the patties. Since this spatula touched raw meat, we must wash it.
Put vegetable oil or oil in the pan and move it around so it covers the entire pan. Put the oven on medium-high. Wait until the pan is smoking, then you will be able to put the patties in. Leave them alone in the pan for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes is up, flip them and leave them alone for 3 minutes. Now put the cheese on in an X shape. Once they're done cooking, have a paper towel and a plate to put them on. Now we will wash the tomato and iceberg lettuce. When you cut the tomato, make sure to cut them in relatively small pieces. Now we will put the burger all together.
And this is how you make a cheeseburger.
I'm so full now, I don't know if I can eat any more. But we do have room for one more video, so why not make it dessert? Let's observe as Abigail, Emmeline, and Delaney make brownies from scratch.
Hello, bakers! Today we are going to make brownies. Oh wait, we forgot to introduce ourselves. Oh, right. Hi, my name's Delaney. Hi, my name is Emmeline. Hi, my name is Abigail and I like banana bread. What? Time to shop. Okay, bye-bye. Wait! First, we're gonna get the sugar. Now we're getting the flour. Now we're getting the brown sugar. Here's the cocoa. Here's the vanilla extract. And next we're going to get the kosher salt. Time to get the egg. Have to be careful with these. Time to get the butter. Time to check out. Got the bananas. Abigail. Time to put everything in the car. And then we're going to go home. And I'm going to eat my bananas. We measured all of our ingredients, and now it's time to start. You will need all of these. Kosher salt, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 4 eggs, 1/2 cup of flour, 1 1/4 cups of cocoa, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of white sugar, and 8 ounces of melted butter. Make sure to preheat your oven to 300 degrees. After you preheated your oven, then you're going to have to spray your pan. Now we're going to crack our 4 large eggs. Beat the eggs in medium speed till white and fluffy. And now we're going to add both of our sugars. And this is our brown sugar. Mix to combine. Make sure to add the remaining ingredients and mix to combine. And now you're going to pour your batter into the pan. Now we're going to put it in with a spatula this time. So after you put your batter in your pan, you're going to put it in the oven at 300 degrees and for 45 minutes. And after your brownies are done baking, you're going to take them out of the oven. And after you're done taking them out of the oven, you should let them cool. And then after they're done cooling, you should cut them. And then the most important part, time to eat. And make sure to be careful with the knife. Now it's time to eat. Abigail!
My name is Twee Pham. I teach 6th grade at Creative Connections Arts Academy. Yeah, I grew up in the 80s, so I grew up watching a lot of the old school animation. Growing up on Gumby and some of the new animation nowadays with Nightmare Before Christmas. And a lot of people didn't know, but the early on South Parks were done with stop motion cutouts. So what is stop motion? It's basically a series of a lot of pictures. And when you move those individual pieces step by step, they actually look like they're moving. The industry, like when they make movies, is roughly 24 frames per second. Animations, I've told the kids you can go as low as 10 frames per second all the way up to 15. 24 frames is awesome, but the kids don't usually get that. So it teaches a lot of patience when it comes to making the animation because they do have to take a lot of pictures. In that 50-minute period, I tell the kids you roughly will have anywhere like 5 seconds worth of footage. And they come in just ambitious. They're like, 30 seconds, no, I want to make more. But like, just to understand, that's where the math comes on. If you're moving this 15 frames per second, think about how much you're going to need in 5 seconds. Think of how much you need in 30 seconds. So we talk about that, and that's a lot of footage that they're going to capture by the end of the project. So the software that I use, I go with all the Apple products. They've always been reliable, but in the App Store, they change up a lot. For the Android ones, here's the ones that I found. All the apps and all the programs works the same. You know, they capture a frame by frame shot, you know, and most of them will give you a frame rate that you guys can move on, like, you know, 10 frames per second versus 14, and you'll see the difference. The lower it goes, usually it's pretty choppy. The faster it goes, it's really quick, but then the video overall ends up to be very quick too. So it really promotes creativity. I've used it for science, for math, for social studies, and for the little kids, it really teaches them patience. Because they start out really awesome. They start out moving, and then all of a sudden they do the jump, and you just say, I'm done. You know, so it does teach a lot of patience because it teaches them that within this hour, you're not going to get done. You're going to get 5 seconds, and then next time you're going to come, you're going to get 5 seconds. And it does take a lot of planning and a lot of direction because when you're working with one another, you have to clear your hand, you have to move, you have to communicate when to take the picture. So it's the epitome of a big project. Kids would always come in with like that hour-long project with aliens coming down, then hyperspace coming in, then they come in with the laser, then the car's going to come in fast and furious. You're like, why don't you just have this elephant move from here to here first? And then it's just later on that you guys will start to create a problem and a solution within your story there. But keep it very simple. Make sure the movement's small. You don't have to create anything big, okay? But again, let them play around with it. Let them learn. Oh, wow, it is kind of choppy. Yeah, what did you learn from that? So it came down to what? See, 122 slides. I'm moving down right now, as you guys can see. Frame 5, frame 6. And this is off screen, but it's popping up now, my little circle. So I'm keeping it simple. This ball is just gonna bounce off screen. So it's entering. Frame by frame, I'm just moving it. And all I'm doing is just taking this and copying and pasting it. And then, so I'm gonna copy and paste it on my next slide. And this is my next slide, okay? And so that's stop motion if you guys don't have all the iPads and all the visual stuff. So all said and done, you go, there's a publish button, you publish it, and they're gonna give you a long old web page. And this is where that mathematical number is. Basically, you wanna go with 1/8 of a second per frame. So that's what they're calculating. And then when they give you another hot link, and when you go and paste it on there, the animation would actually move for you. You don't have to press it. There's clay up here, there's animals up here, there's cars up here, so I challenge you guys to go play. You made your animation, look at that, that's cool.
Well, that's all we have time for you today. If you'd like to see more student videos, you can always check out our website at secctv.org. And make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I'm Aaliyah Evans. Thanks for watching.